high drive. It's way back. That one is gone, and it's 20 consecutive victories for the Oakland Athletics.
There's been teams in past years that have gotten a 13, 14, and you kind of, the joke, you see, oh, cute little streak. You know, and it's all in fun. Because none of us thought we were going to go that far. I mean, that's the reality of it. Who does that? It doesn't. There's a reason it doesn't happen very often. I mean, it very seldom ever gets past 15 or even gets to 15. So it's something that I'm proud of. I'm excited about when I talk about it.
They just had a way. That team just would find a way to win that night, and it was to do it for 3 straight weeks. It was so many moments. I guess maybe the front line starting pitching. If you're going to go off on a 3-week rampage through the American League, you're probably going to need to shut the other team down. So they still had that great pitching staff and those starters.
2-2 to Graffanino is called strike 3.
The team the year before was so good, and in my mind was the best team I've ever had here. And it was built with some big names, some star players, and it's not, the 2002 team certainly did with the big 3 and guys like that, but it was a very different team. And so that's why it was so satisfying.
All those years, I almost look back and I go, part of us, we didn't realize how good we were. We really didn't. We were all so young. We were carefree. We were athletic. We pitched. We played defense. We did a lot of good things, but we didn't really have an understanding, and so we just almost showed up. It's almost like just being too dumb for it to realize what you're going through. It really was. We had a bunch of characters on that team, young guys who all got along, and we just went out and played every day.
Up the middle, double play ball. Miguel's got one, double play! Unreal!
You know, looking back, I think just like anything, you realize how special it was. And again, you probably, just like everything, you don't enjoy it like you probably should.
The 1906 White Sox, the 1947 New York Yankees have company.
For the whole world to see that this had happened, that it was more than something that was just taking place here, that it was a kind of a nationwide phenomenon. But I don't think that the movie, that we needed to have a movie to validate what had happened. I think anybody who lived that knew how special it was, and the memories would have been special whether there had been a movie or not.
And hopefully it stands forever. It won't, because somebody will come in and break it, but maybe I get to play the role of 72 Miami Dolphins and keep rooting against it.
It's something that was spectacular to the point that if it's ever done again, it may not be in our lifetime or mine. You're younger than I am, but it may not be in a lifetime where you're going to see that, because there's so many things that can happen.
It's a shame to me because they had so many great teams that they didn't win the World Series. And that core group of guys, I think, almost deserved to win a World Series during the time they were together.
The one thing that I wish it caught a little bit more was how close knit that group of guys was. Of all the teams that I've ever played on in my entire life, I can't think of 25 guys, especially at that level, that were that together.
We're in the clubhouse in Minnesota. David Justice stands up. He goes, guys, come here. Do you guys understand how special this is? And he gives this cool little speech, and he's been on so many successful teams. He goes, guys, I've never been a part of something like this. This is incredible what we're doing. Let's enjoy it. Let's go out and win 21. We go out, we get our butts kicked, we lose. He comes back in, he jumps up on the table and goes, with a few expletives here and there, guys, I'm never giving another speech again. I'm sorry. We blast the music and we act like we won 10-0.
In 103 years of American League Baseball, the Athletics have accomplished what no one has before. They have won 20 consecutive games.